How's it going, guys? It's me, Domo, the Don't Taku Anime Channel, here today with our continuation of Erased, Episode 7. I knew it was 7. Trust me on that. How's it going, guys? It's me, Domo, the Don't Taku Anime Channel, here today, back again with Erased, Episode 7, or Boku Dake ga Inai Machi. Man, after last episode, I'll be back. It's been a week. Surprisingly, it's been a long-ass week. I've been waiting for this anime for quite some time now. Let's see what happened this episode. This episode, or last time we left off, Satoru got arrested by the police, and we saw that the killer was there, and that he was watching the whole thing from behind the police. So now I'm just like, well then, are we screwed or are we screwed? And no. Basically, continuing on from that, Satoru and his desperate moments of just not losing this, right? He has to rely on the revival, and he does. The revival happens. The revival kicks in, and he goes actually back to the point where him and Kaio are in the museum. But in doing so, he's saying that this is his last chance to do it because, and it makes sense, because if he doesn't change the outcome of that past, then his future will be the same, and then that means when he comes back to his original body, he's gonna be arrested still. So that means this was the last chance, and I think this show was running for 12 episodes, so he's gonna have to do this now. This being the last chance to do everything, he has to like muster every single thing that he knows. He's got to do every single trick in the trade, and he has to win. This is it, guys. Everything from this point on is like legit. He has to do this, and like there's no room for mistakes. So the first thing he does in coming back to the past, back again, is remembering every single new detail that he changed last time, or just a bunch of other stuff, right? And basically he has to like, okay, he has to go, he knows all the details in the future because he had that book that told him all the details of her murder. So luckily he has all this information, and he's changing all these details that happened last time, like preventing, he comes prepared basically for everything. So basically, number one, he, I'm pretty sure he sets up an alibi for his friend Yuki, the suspect in the future, so that way he doesn't get caught, or he doesn't get suspected of being the killer. So that's step one. Then step two is to like sort of get Kaio away from wherever she was when she disappears, right? So that's step two. And then basically this all thwarts the killer's plan to kill Kaio and frame Yuki. And then on the way, he was about to go and maybe potentially injure Kaio's mom. Now, interestingly, this episode features a new interesting character, which is the friend. I forgot. I think his name's Kenya. That kid with the headphones and the white jacket. Yeah, he like knows everything about Satoru, or not everything, but he knows that something's up with him and that he's acting differently. But this sort of helps Satoru because now he relies on a new ally, and he gets his help in this case with Kaio and just like the whole murder. And that's kind of interesting because, I mean, last time he didn't do that, right? But I mean, of course, if he did this, he risks the lives of his friends in this case. And we also know that one boy that looks like a girl, I swear, is also a victim in the future. So he's starting to involve his whole group of friends in this, you know, this whole twisted plot. And that's kind of dangerous, but I mean, they're willing to do it, then I guess why not? Because like, this is it. He needs all the help he can get. So yeah, I think Kenny's pretty cool. Like, I can trust him, like literally. He just wants to help out like Satoru save Kaio. And in doing so, the other things that he changed, basically he changed the date that Kaio disappeared. Kaio's gonna disappear on March 2nd, and in abducting her after the birthday party, we get to relive the birthday party, and that was pretty cool. After that part, basically Satoru and Kenya bring her to their secret base, which is an abandoned school bus used by some other school's hockey team, which is a pretty cool base, I must say. Like, if you could like have a whole bus to yourself as a base, that'd be pretty sick. And I know in Alcana they have their club there too. So yeah, it's a pretty cool base where basically they set up like a living quarters for Kaio so that she doesn't have to go home to her abusive parents. And that basically thwarts the potential of her dying from her parents or being like beat up by them and potentially dying. So that's basically where Kaio is now. Kaio is living in the secret base and all is well, to be honest. Like, I cannot believe it. It's like everything was going so well. Like Satoru formally came up with a plan to counteract every single thing that happened, but basically everything from this point on now is like new territory because he changed the past. So now everything so forth is, you know, unpredictable. And the ending was unpredictable because I didn't expect the ending to happen. So now basically how the episode ended was the freaking killer, I'm assuming it's the killer, or someone walks in on the bus when Kaio is sleeping. And my suspicion now is going towards that teacher because that teacher just looks shady as hell. I mean, at first it was the dude from the pizza guy, but we don't know if it's him. But this teacher, man, he looks pretty shady to me, or he's trying to help, but I don't know what the hell is his deal, but I can't trust him for now. And then the episode cuts off at that, and I didn't totally expect that, or either me or 24 bits just went by really fast. So that the ending took me by surprise. So that's it for this episode reaction review thing. Basically, everything is going sort of the way I expected it, right? Because in episode 6, I was talking about how, like, you know, every single thing that happens to this point led him to being arrested and that he was done, right? Unless he went back one more time to change everything. Okay, it looks like I'm almost done too because my freaking camera died on me in recording. Anyways, what I was saying previously before I was interrupted by my damn phone was that after episode 6, like, he was done for. I mean, the series would have ended right there if he didn't have this revival, and that now that he's here, he has to make the right choices to change the future, and so far, like, it sort of worked because he prolonged Hinazuki's death by a day, but then that damn ending, yeah, sorry. So here's my thinking right now. There's no freaking way in hell that they're gonna screw up or that Kyle's gonna die one more time. Just like the episode that she was saved, right? I'm pretty sure, I'm assuming, I'm giving this teacher the benefit of the doubt, that shady ass teacher, that he just went there to make sure that Satoru was protecting her, right? Because he did provide Satoru with information that, you know, he knew about the beating and stuff, and maybe the teacher just came on there to check on her and just like, okay, I see what you're doing, I'm on board with this plan, right? And technically Satoru and Kenya are trying to frame her parents for the abuse that they did to Kaio, so maybe the teacher's gonna help or something like that, but I don't know, guys. That damn episode ending, like, it ended so quickly and ended so abruptly, but I mean, this episode is pretty good. The series for itself, I don't know exactly how long the manga is, but I heard that the manga is really ending soon, and I don't exactly know how many chapters are in the manga or how many of the stuff was incorporated from the manga, so I'll have to take a look at that later. But at this progression so far, this is the last. This is it right now. Everything's gonna be laid out right here because we probably won't be seeing Satoru as an adult anymore because he either changes the past or he's arrested. That's it. Like, there's no more. We're gonna see him as a kid just try to change the future. That's the whole like last episodes to the series, and I can't wait to see how this goes because I'm pretty sure he's gonna be able to change the future. I believe it's Satoru. So anyways, guys, now this is it for the video. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video if you did, because this episode was just so dang freaking good, and that ending, I swear. Subscribe because next week I will be back with episode 8 to review this because the episodes are calming down real fast right now. And follow me on Twitter because I love to use Twitter at the Domotaku, because Twitter seems to be my best friend right now and my favorite social media to use. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next video on the Domotaku anime channel. So take care, guys, and matane.